guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Sharon and please consider subscribing for more amazing content. So in today's video I basically want to talk about landing cost of goods. Okay, I know some people may not know what this is, but trust me, this is very important when doing your importation from China or wherever you're importing from to Nigeria, because this is what's going to determine the cost of your product or if you're going to make profits or losses. As your landing cost basically comprises of the cost of the item and the cost of shipping, and most times people neglect the cost of shipping and only focus on the cost of the item, and what this ends up doing to them is that they end up running on losses because they didn't do proper calculations to know how much this product is actually going to cost, to know how much they are going to sell it, and know how much they are going to make as profit. So for example, if I'm to buy this stuff and it costs $1, some people just basically focus on the $1 that they are spending buying this item, and they don't even care about how much they are going to ship it down before costing the product to actually sell it out. So for example, if I buy this stuff for $1, and based off the weight of this item, I'm going to ship it for $2, and then my total cost normally is supposed to be $3, but because I'm neglecting how much I spent shipping this item, I may end up selling it for $2 or $3, and I'm actually not making profit or even running on losses. Okay, so basically I'm going to be talking to you guys about how you can effectively calculate your landing cost, just so you know if purchasing this item from wherever you're purchasing it to is going to be profitable to you or not. So one time I had like a very funny experience with a supplier, and this actually made me lose a lot of money. So I don't know if I've actually talked about this in my previous video. I've probably talked about it in my previous video, but I want to talk about it here for the sake of those who are just watching my video for the first time. So what actually happened was that I told the supplier about what I wanted to buy, and then I asked the supplier for the weight of the item, and the supplier gave me the weights for some of the item, and then I calculated my landing cost using the weights given to me by the supplier. Then I finally made payment. I asked the supplier for the weight again, and the supplier gave me a different weight, which was about 9 kg more than the weight he initially gave me. And when I did my calculations, I found out that buying this item here in Nigeria was actually cheaper, and there was nothing I could do because I already paid for this item, you get. So guys, to effectively calculate your landing cost, you need 3 parameters. First is the cost of the item, second is the cost of shipping from your supplier down to your agent, and last is the cost of shipping from your agent down to yourself. Okay guys, so here I'm going to give you like a simple formula to basically just know your landing cost and know if the purchase is going to be a profitable one or not. So you basically just know if you should go ahead with it or not. Okay, so let's assume I'm getting 10 of this item for $1 each. That means $1 times 10 pieces, which is equal to $10. And let's assume that my supplier is shipping this item down to my agent for $1, meaning $11. Okay, so buying the item and shipping down to my agent will cost me $11. Okay, so now let's assume that my agent will ship down to Nigeria at a rate of $10 per kg. So that's why the weight of your item is very, very important. Like, you need to know the weight of the stuff, because that's what's going to help you determine the landing cost. So let's assume that the weight is about 80 to 90 gram each. So let's just say 80 gram each. So 80 gram times 10 pieces is 800 gram. And so most times what I do, I don't just work with that 800 gram. I tend to round it up to like 1 kg or even 1.5 kg. The reason is because after packaging, they package with bubble wraps, cartons, and all those stuff, basically just to protect the stuff and prevent it from spilling, breaking, or anything. So let's round it up to 1 kg. So let's assume that the weight of the item now is 1 kg, meaning that I'm shipping the 10 pieces down to Nigeria at a rate of $10. So now the total cost of everything is now $10 buying the item, $1 shipping to my agent, and $10 shipping down to Nigeria. You would be going down to your agent's office here in Nigeria to pick it up. You want to calculate your transportation cost and basically everything, all the money you spent picking it up, or if your agent is going to send it down to you. For example, for someone like me who is in Benin and my agent is in Lagos, they send it down to me, so I include that to what I'm calculating. So let's assume my agent sent this item down to Benin for 3,000 naira, which is around $6. So that's $21 plus $6, making it $27, right? So that's like the amount of money that I spent in total. Okay, I hope you're following with this many mathematics and calculation. So in total, I spent $27 buying 10 of these items. So what I'm going to do is basically to divide the $27 by the 10, and that's going to give me $2.7 each. So meaning I actually bought this item for $2.7 each. So rather than working with the $1 that I initially got one of the item for, I'm going to be working with $2.7. So if I work with $1, I'm most likely going to be putting my sales price around $2 or 2 point something dollars, and that means I'm going to be running on losses or not even making any profit at all. But if I work with $2.7, which is like the actual amount that I actually got this item for, I'm going to be putting my sales price around $3.5, $4 or thereabouts, depending on the market price here. So what you want to do is the final amount of money that you came up with, which is the $2.7, you want to use that to check how much the item actually costs here in Nigeria, because sometimes you would think that you're doing yourself good shipping these items from China. Meanwhile, you're just doing yourself bad, honestly. Okay, so you want to check and see, okay, this stuff is $2.7, how much is it sold here? Okay, is it preferable buying from China, or should I just buy here in Nigeria? And then you come up with your conclusion and decide whether or not you're going to buy the item. So I hope this video was explanatory, because I really tried my best to explain it as much as I can. So if you find this video helpful, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and leave a comment in the comment section below. Let me know what kind of content you would like to see from me in the future. Thanks for watching, and bye.